Energy Forecast is a publication that looks at all our energy sectors within South Africa. So you're looking at your oil and gas, your renewables, your nuclear, your renewable energies in terms of solar, wind, hydro. It really does speak to the industry players within each of those sectors, and they get to speak to each other in terms of the work that they're all doing. Energy Forecast is endorsed by a few endorsers, one being the South African Energy Efficiency, SAEE. Then you got the SAPFIA, which is the South African Photovoltaic Industry Association. And then you got the South African Sustainable Energy Association as well. And all these role players get to speak about the important work that they're doing in terms of the energy and the future of energy in South Africa. The energy industry in South Africa does affect everybody, from the consumer to business to government to all levels of our society. It affects us economically and it affects us socially and politically as well. Energy role players, the government, corporates, service providers, all the people that need to be in the know in terms of the energy industry, that magazine is the voice piece for the energy sector. The energy industry has become quite an exciting platform across all spheres of South African society when it comes to politics, business, the consumer. So the interest for the publication has increased, essentially the publication was for the people who understood the industry backwards and inside out. You can now pick up that magazine as someone sitting in a waiting room, and you have a better understanding of the energy sector as well, which is also a good thing. I don't think that was often available to the average person. If you were a supplier within the energy industry, it really would be of great advantage to you to participate within the publication, because it really would get what it is that you can supply to the energy industry out there. Energy Forecast is a quarterly publication. In terms of the publication right now, the biggest feature that we're focusing on seems to be nuclear energy. There's a lot going on around the nuclear industry. There's a lot of debate around it in terms of there's a very emotional attachment to how people perceive nuclear energy, but it actually is one of the cleanest energies. So there's this debate in terms of how we can best use it. And still get the message across that perhaps it isn't as dangerous, or if it's protected and utilized in a specific way, perhaps it actually is better for us. So there's that particular feature is an ongoing one, and there's always a bit of an internal struggle within the pages, because you've got different industry players giving their points of view in terms of how it can work, how it's not working. And then the next best one is, which is kind of, if you think about it, polar opposites. We're talking about renewable energy, which is a really big thing in South Africa because we've got a lot of sun. So sun and wind are particularly our biggest energy sectors that we're focusing on when it comes to renewable energy. That particular feature in the publication has expanded quite significantly. And then also because we've got endorsers in the publication, they have a platform with which to speak in terms of what it is that they're doing currently, whether it's in renewable energy, whether it is in nuclear, whether it is in hydro, all those kind of elements. They've got a platform in which to speak. So it really is the magazine that you go to when you want to know exactly what's going on in the industry, because those are our key role players.